This section, we've got the carbohydrates, and we're dealing with pulses, lentils, and beans. I actually really love this section and talking about it because a lot of people don't realize that pulses, lentils, and beans are actually carbs. And I know we covered this previously when we are looking at the pie chart of foods and categorization of foods. But a lot of people still come to it and they forget pulses, lentils, and beans are carbohydrates, and they're actually a fantastic carbohydrate. The reason why I like them as a carbohydrate is compared to most other carbs, pulses, lentils, and beans tend to have a lot more protein, and they've also got lots of beautiful fiber and nutrients and what's called phytonutrients in them as well. Now, pulses, lentils, and beans are a fantastic source of carbs, but they do present challenges for some people. Some people struggle with digesting them, particularly those you may have heard of what's called a FODMAPs diet, but those people who are following a FODMAPs diet are ones that tend to cut out things like your pulses, lentils, and beans because they can cause gas and bloating in some people. And so, obviously, if there is a lot of gas production happening and discomfort, then it means that you probably need to cut back on these foods or cut them out for a little while from your diet and then reintroduce them, hopefully, again a little bit later. Of course, it's very individual to each person. And so that's why it's important to experiment with it and work with your body. So, as I've mentioned here, they're a great quality carb. So, this is why it's important to still have them in a diet if you can, and if you're able to digest them and if you're able to enjoy them. That said, there are people who not only can't digest them, but there's other people who may need to minimize them because they can also have a little bit of an effect on the immune system in terms of autoimmunity. So there's some diets where, for instance, in autoimmune diet protocols, you may need to look at reducing your pulses, lentils, and beans because they can trigger things in the person's body. So in terms of just a general approach, what I've done is I've put these two categories here, and I've put quality pulses, lentils, and beans that are generally supportive, and then I've put pulses, lentils, and beans that are generally less supportive. So essentially, what we're dealing with here is that your pulses, lentils, and beans can fall in either one of these categories. If you're able to digest them well and you don't have an autoimmune component that's playing up and things are going really well and your body's responding well to having these foods in your diet, great, enjoy them. Absolutely enjoy them and have them in your diet. But of course, if there's something that's causing fermentation and gas and bloating and it's not working for you to eat these foods, then you're better off cutting them out, avoiding them at least for a period of time, if not completely from your diet. So bottom line is they're fantastic types of foods to be eating, but obviously you need to gauge from your body whether that's going to support you or not.